I'm here today to give you an update on the one, the only Solana. Sol, baby. So we're going to be breaking this down from a technical analysis perspective, looking at key market structure areas, looking at DCA levels, buying areas, looking at potential trades here, because I'm sure there's some potential trades for Solana, and also potential price predictions here for the next alt season for crypto, okay, which in my opinion is probably going to be starting around the end of October, which it usually does after the halving. But yeah, let's get straight deep down and dirty into this Solana update, and let's see what we can conjure up from a technical analysis perspective. So, starting off with market structure, because as we know, market structure is super important here to determine the direction of the trend and determine the direction of the market, essentially. So right now, the market structure low is 740. And that is the bear market low for Solana, okay, all the way down here, back in November 2022. Okay, so yeah, that was the bear market low there. Just lost a few years in my head there. And then obviously you can see all these yellow higher lows that are confirmed. Okay, so the most recent confirmed higher low is actually all the way up at $104. Okay, $104. Now you're probably asking, we had an all-time high here. We had a pullback to 113, a pullback to 117, excuse me, and we currently had a pullback to around 121. Why aren't these higher lows? Why aren't these higher lows, Chester? Because we haven't broke this high, okay? We need to break this high to confirm that market structure higher low from that significant pullback. Super important, okay? Market structure pullback here, as you can see, 104. We break the high, that sets us up for a confirmed higher low. Now, on the basis that we break this all-time high, not the all-time high, sorry, for Solana here, then it's super likely that we actually see, well, it's likely that this area will be a higher low market structure point, and that will be 113. So what this means, guys, essentially, if we lose 104, then it's turmoil. It's essentially it's sort of the confirmation of the reversal of the trend. Okay, and right now we're still a little bit away from it. So it's nothing to really worry about too much. But if you are holding Solana, just expect 18% fluctuations in price of your bags. But yeah, I wouldn't be too worried. Solana's pretty solid. Obviously, a lot of the meme coin space is built around Solana right now. And that is another reason why we saw parabolic motions to the upside. Okay, so that's the weekly market structure done for Solana. Let's have a little look at potential trades and potential DCA levels. So just DCAing into Solana would not be a bad idea at all the market structure points, okay? If you are to buy Solana at 104, at 80, at 62, this is stupidly cheap, man. It's so cheap. If we do see market corrections and it does all go to shit essentially over the next sort of couple of months, which is it's kind of likely, having a bit of a crypto winter here in the Western summertime, ironic, but if that is gonna happen, then DCAing the whole way down is still not a bad move. Okay, let's just reiterate that. To buy at these low prices, it's so cheap, and you'll make a lot of money in 2025 when this coin rallies. Okay, how high will this coin rally is the next question. Personally, I think we probably will see $800, $600 a coin for Solana. I'm not quite sure what the market cap is right now for Solana. Maybe 10 or 20 billion. And I do think that this is it's got so much traction overall, and a lot of stuff been built on it now. And yeah, I think it's super bullish overall from a layer 1 blockchain perspective. So yeah, I do think we will see really high prices for Solana. Again, DCA levels 104, 79, 62, 51. Absolutely key areas. Now, let's look at a potential short-term scalp for Solana here. I mean, simply drawing in a trend line like this would be super easy. And you can see support. Didn't get that support. And this is usually what happens here for you newer traders out there. When you're testing areas like this for a significant amount of time, when you test it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times there, it's very likely that you're going to break it to the downside. Now, this right here is a measure move. The measure move down is going to consist of roughly, let's have a little look here. Straight line up with that box. That's pretty nice. I think it's pretty random. I think this is just a built average. But yeah, the measure move down is actually worth, from this break point to this low, is actually worth around 14.29% there to the downside here. How much of that move have we seen come into fruition already? 8.35%. Currently set at around 3.38. It's a tricky one right now because, I mean, ideally here on the macro, with everything looking super bearish, this candle body open here would have been a really nice entry. So yeah, kind of pissed we missed that. But the entry would have been obviously a short position down to TPs of this area in terms of like horizontal levels of support. You can see these areas, and we would have absolutely slammed that straight in one hit, right? So the next question is, obviously, markets are bearish. There's still a measure move down. It still doesn't look too bad for continuation to the downside here, but we don't want to be trapped in the bullish momentum scenario. And what I mean by that, guys, is you can see bullish momentum from this zone is very aggressive, okay? Super, super aggressive to the upside. So what we need to do is sit, be patient, and wait. We can't just jump into this right now because there is actually a chance that it bounces up quite aggressively, and that's obviously going to cause stop outs, liquidations, however you trade. But yeah, that's sort of what I would say right now. The conviction for this position, for me personally, would be super simple, okay? Super simple. It would be a move to the upside here, consolidation here around this area. Couple of wicks here. I want to see a couple of wicks to the upside, testing this area. Once we see those wicks basically playing out, holding us down. Trying to find a little example of that. So you can see probably something like this, right? This is a nice little setup. So you can see wick, 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 wick. This area not breaking to the upside, move to the downside after that, right? So you see 4 or 5 wicks playing out like so. Usually that means you can't find the momentum to break to the upside, and you're likely to see another move down. Okay, so that's sort of what I would be looking for here for this Solana position. If we reclaim this chart pattern, then I'm probably just going to stay out, man. I'm going to stay out. There's no breakout scenario. You will just be entering back into this chart pattern. But with the markets being the way that they are, it's too risky to be jumping into longs and stuff, even clearing trend lines like that, right? So you're better off going with the market sentiment, and right now it is bearish. Okay, so yeah, that would be the advised. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but the position for Solana. Potentially something along the lines of this, right? We could do 0.5 for the first TP. Obviously, measure move is down for near enough 1-to-1, over a 1-to-1 actually, and then basically splitting this up at all major levels. Okay, so you've got 116 there. You've obviously got a TP that we would have slapped if we got into this earlier at 1-2-1 there, and maybe depending on the entry, if I want to be super risk averse, I'd be using this little wick down here at 1-2-7. Okay, and just remember, guys. If we get in around this area, we're on the macro. This is a swing trade, guys. We're on the macro, so that's still worth 3%. Okay, 3%. Just to put it into perspective, hedge funds aim for 7 to 8% a year, per year. Okay, so if you're making 3% in one trade, good on you. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's the setup that I would be looking for Solana there, and I'd be using this 55 on the daily as a trailing sort of stop loss here, and the lower this bad boy goes as we go back down to a break even. And obviously we know the story. Once you get your first TP, take that stop loss, take it to break even, and then you're in a risk-free position, guys. When it's only green on the chart like that, you can sit there, you can put your hands up, you can chill, grab a beer, have a cigar, whatever you like to do, and yeah, you can sit there and just be like, oh, I've made money. Made money on 25% of my investment, and I'm now in a risk-free trade. On to the next, and if it runs, it runs. Amazing. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever, you've already won. Simple as that, right? So yeah, that's sort of the safest way to be executing these lovely positions here. But that's going to be your update on Solana today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, slap a little like on the video, and if you're new to the channel, notifications on. You're never going to miss one of the uploads. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much. Peace out.